It's the end of the first day of the national lockdown for the coronavirus pandemic here in India, and it's been surprisingly different from my normal workday. As you folks know, I work from home anyway, so this I wasn't expecting the lockdown to be much of a disruption of my work life, and that's true for the most part. It's not changed a whole lot, but there have been some surprising differences over the course of the day. The first thing I noticed was just how quiet the city has become. I live in the middle of Chennai, and as is usual with all Indian cities, there is the constant background noise of traffic and honking that goes on during the day. And for the most part, one you tend to internalize it, and it becomes part of your background noise, and after a while you stop hearing it. But when it goes away, it becomes very obvious. It was really, really silent. Um, and that's something I noticed a lot during the day. Inside this room, which is my server room, it's less obvious because first, because as you can probably hear, the noise of the servers in the background drowns out most of the outside noise, so it's less obvious. Um, but that was that was that was one big change. Of course, although I work from home, I travel a lot, and that travel has completely stopped. I stopped traveling internationally towards the end of last year and canceled all my outbound trips for this year. And my last domestic trip was about more than a month ago, so I guess I'm stuck here for a while. That has led to a significant increase in the amount of work I have to do to deal with business contingency planning for my clients and how they want to work and how we deal with our cloud deployments and various other things, since they're not all of the team is working from the office, and so that's been an issue. For our own internal operations, it has made no difference. Our product development goes on anyway. We are a remote company, and so me and my team members, we just continue to communicate over Slack. We use Microsoft Teams for our internal communication, Slack with our customers, and lately we've started using Zoom for video conferencing. It's really nice, and I think it's become a de facto standard now. So, and that's been great. Um, I would typically spend my Wednesdays afternoons working from the cafe while I ran errands, the home errands. But obviously, that's not an option anymore. So I work from home. So that's been different. So productivity, oddly enough, has improved dramatically. Even though I work from home, one of the problems I have is interruptions during the day for various people coming in and out of the house. Usually, I turn it off, I shut the door, and I can of my home office, and I can keep distractions out of the way. But there will nevertheless be some level of interruption during the course of the day. Somebody ringing the bell, the courier delivering something, something of that nature, Amazon deliveries. All of those have stopped now, and so no noise. And that I think actually contributed to today being unusually productive. Um, Also, after the initial flurry of work from home setups, since this has actually been lockdowns have been happening, in other countries where my clients are located, especially in Europe. So they've been moving their infrastructure off and preparing their infrastructure for remote work, and their cloud management operations also offline, to be handled remotely. And so that has resulted in a crusher work in the first part of this, in the early part of March, and that work is now tapered off, and so now we are now focused entirely on our internal development, which is great. So that's it for my first update. I haven't actually stepped out at all of today. I've been at home all day, so we're good on groceries. So I guess I don't really need to go out anywhere. So I'll check back in with you folks tomorrow, and stay safe.